Hello everyone, and today we're going to be looking at another episode of What If Civilization Started Over. And today our first event won't be anything, it won't be the Civil War, but it will be the first country to colonize. That's right. Let's shift our focus over here. Well, not really colonizing, but it will have a role in stuff. So yeah. What basically happens is a red team sailor gets stuck into the ocean, and his only way is to find over here. And he was with a couple other people, and they included 3 women and 8 boys. 8 adults. As a boy. A man. Anyways, and there was a couple children. 2 boys and 1 girl. And where they ended up, certainly, well, let's not use this color. Instead, let's use it as this color, this light purple color. They end up in Florida. Yes. Yeah, so the Florida men are coming. Okay, so now, oh my gosh. So the purple gets colored. So they start getting all of the land here. And yes, this is way earlier than in our timeline that when we actually got full-on civilizations in North and South America. However, this civilization is good. And what is this civilization's name? Well, it doesn't really have a name, but it's going to be based off of the U.S. Yes, so this, technically, what we're gonna call it is America. Very different from how America actually started, but now we got this. And as these people start to go, the population starts to grow bigger and bigger until they've taken all of this. And they do not have an established capital yet. But now they've conquered Florida, they have the whole entire Americas to have. Specifically, I'm gonna color up this region area. And what they start to do is they advanced up the East Coast. And the first state to ever be a state is Virginia. Yeah, Virginia is made. And then the home state of where the colony started, Florida, then they get it. And this America will actually look different from the America nowadays, since they actually got to get land before anyone else did. So this America will rise in power. It will not get any full-on rebellions. but it is strong. They are so strong that they're capable of draining out an ocean, which is what they eventually do. They make new borders. They eventually sink up areas. And they still leave some areas in the Great Lakes because that's where they will eat. And then this nation is fully crazy. And then the first ever things happen. And then the world looks way different. This is now what America looks like. They are economically thriving. It's time to put their capital. Or do they put it right here? So now, yeah. By the way, just to make y'all know, this America is actually, yeah. Anyways, and now that we know what that looks like, yeah, you know when I said, talked about the jumping and like the full collapse of this green country right here? Well, that's gonna happen now. So, for the first event to happen, is the Greens immediately take all of this land. And they stomp right into there. And then eventually they meet up with a blue team. Well, that blue team. And by the way, all of these guys like each other. So there is no hostility. And then eventually that country is there. And oh my gosh, it's not looking good for the green team. Now the Scion country is literally storming. And their capital is taken. And then they start taking the rest. And the first major thing to happen that's not like that other thing, the green team goes right across the Black Sea and it takes out the rest. Okay, now that happened, let's check out what a peace treaty is gonna look like. And what the peace treaty looks like is kind of like what actually happened. You see, the green team is going to get a full-on collapse. However, the Scion team right here will have that. And Russia, which is what that is going to be called, is fine. So, this is the country's capitals. That's where their capital is, that's where their capital is, and that's where their capital is. Let me redo that. That's where their capital is. So now that every nation has their capital, I'm sure, I think so far it's gonna be a little bit more peaceful, if I'm right. And nothing bad's gonna happen. Like, what is Russia doing? Why is it going straight I think Russia is having a big expansion right now. Yeah, so it turns out what happened with the green team. Well, after that, it kind of just fueled Russia to expand. And then they look absolutely crazy. They go up the Kola Peninsula and take the whole entire thing. And they also start to do what America did. Yeah. So what America did is pretty like, yeah. Anyways, guys, that's all that's gonna be for today. And let me just show you an expanded version of it. So yes, this is what happened today. So yeah, bye guys.